His last over, Shah Khan, last delivery.
Talking about Sri Lanka at current rate 121, so they need to move on.
At least a couple. He's hit it hard. Long boundaries. 6 runs off. Shadab's over. He finishes with 2 for 25. 80 for 5, Sri Lanka.
बेपाक है तो पाकिस्तानियत है. In store on.
They're trying, Sri Lanka, just not able to break free. First it was the two seamers, a wicket apiece, Salman Mirza and Mohammad Wasim Jr. Then spin from both ends since the power play, and it's just been hard work. Hit well, down the ground. Hasaranga gets a boundary for Sri Lanka after 16 balls.
Yeah, they need a few of this. Yes, we do know that half of the side is out, but Sri Lanka can't afford to play dot balls. They need to be a little bit more proactive, go after the bowling when it's offered, just like that. And that's his strength. And one thing about Hasaranga, who used to be a predominant offside player, is now looking to pick more spots. That's a very good looking shot. Down the ground for 4.
Moment it heads outside that boundary line, it does come back wet. Hence a bit of work from the umpire to dry the seam. It's hard to get away, Abrar. Very subtle variations, gets that ball to skid through. Strong winds which blow across the ground here is also a factor. Clever bowlers use the wind for drift. That's uppish. Here's another. No, he's put it down. Salman Mirza. I thought he had it. Just gets away from him.
Important that Lianage now takes his opportunity with both hands. There was one on the boundary that the fielder miscued. This one too. Sri Lanka wouldn't be complaining. The one that you're talking about, the mystery that Abra brings into. He uses his wrists, the fingers a lot, so it's very deceptive.
Hey!
I was mentioning the wind, as the bowler gets it to drift as well. Now and again it holds up, and sometimes it gets pushed away depending on which direction the wind's blowing. Just looked like at that last minute it went away from Mirza.
Well boy.
This is Sri Lanka's wicket. Watch the drift, it just comes in, but then when it gets closer to Sri Lanka, just holds its line. More runs, at least a couple. 10 off the over. Sri Lanka need more of those. 9. Change of ends for Mohammad Nawaz. Had a fabulous 2025 since he came into the team. The leading wicket taker. He had so much more value with his power hitting at the end of the innings. When you look at the other bowlers, he's been expensive. Hit well. He picked his spot so well, Lianage. You hit the top of the field in the circle, definitely hitting a gap because no one behind.
This is really clever batting by Janit Lianage. fast emerging as a must in the Sri Lanka white ball team. Look at how he keeps moving around the crease, just making Nawaz in his length and pounces on it. Knew his spot all the time. Batting on off stump now. Here again.
Flat and hard for more. Skids off the outfield.
Outstanding stuff. Outstanding stuff. Back-to-back boundaries. You were talking about 150. Sri Lanka need to go at about 8, 9, 10 runs and over from here. The last over gave 10. He's already got 8 of the first 2.
Yeah, they're looking at 160 now. But work got to be done here. Rebuild, we said earlier. Got to keep it going. 5 overs after this. Bit of momentum with the batting. That's safe. That's safe. It's running away again. 100 on the board for Sri Lanka. It's taken a while.
Well, this partnership, now 29 of 18, is critical. Because you spoke about the last 5 overs. If they can go on and let Dasun Shanaka, if he has to come in for the last 2 overs or 3 overs with a good footing, he can express himself. Ideally, this pair should go on, but just in case, that to me will be perfect for Sri Lanka to try and get to that 150 or 160. But still a lot of work to be done. At the current rate now 139 to get to 160. They need to go a little over 10 and over.
And that's not unreasonable. You set yourself right. 10, 12 and over is what teams look for in those last 5 overs. So Sri Lanka nicely paced. Oh, that was a little lucky. No man's land was Hasaranga. Just managed to get back to ball. The 160 on the cards.
Now they need to milk the last 2. They got 11 of the first 4 with a dot. Can they finish strong? That should be Sri Lanka's plan.
Useful edge. Fast outfield. Another 4. The runs are coming for Sri Lanka.
Well, they needed a big over to get this momentum going. They got 1, they got 10 in the last, now they got 15 here. Now this is perfect, this little phase for them. Doesn't matter how it came at this stage. There was a bit of grip and turn, but useful. Very, very useful in the context of the situation.
Bowled a little quicker from Nawaz too. That gave the pace the ball needed to run away. Most expensive over of the innings. Hit well. Just the 116 coming off the 15th. 100 and run the less. The towel's out. Bowlers just using it. You just wonder if there's any dew out there, but you would think it's unlikely on days like this with the rain around. But of course, when the ball does head beyond the boundary lines, they do come back wet because they are not protected. We've had a lot of rain. 11 and over, 161. Hit well. Hasaranga is liking it down the ground.
Now the last 30 balls have brought 50 runs for Sri Lanka for 1 wicket. It's a very, very good space for them. Key moment of the game here. Yes, Sri Lanka lost 5 wickets quickly for 72, but the next phase, this partnership is making Sri Lanka really do well. The question is, can they finish off? Can they continue?
Hasaranga coming in ahead of Dasun Shanaka. with the wickets falling. He's hit that long off, takes it nicely. Fakhar Zaman had a lot to do, judged it very nicely, and that's the end of that partnership.
Well, that's unfortunate. You could see what Hasaranga's intent was. He was looking to go more extra cover. It went down to long off, bowled slower. And look where he's aiming. He was going wider, but found the fielder. But still, I think it's a good platform for Dasun Shanaka to try and express himself. But that's an important wicket for Pakistan. Hasaranga goes for 18 of 12. Sri Lanka, after a partnership of 38, are 110 for 6.
है तो add to cart है.
Hasaranga, but
He went wide and found the fielder. Bowled slower, threw it up a little bit. But this is the time Sri Lanka needs to play smart cricket.
very slow through the air from Abrar, down to 78. Tikshana, Chamira, and Tushara are the batters remaining. That's safe. Oh. They're coming back for 2. They'll get it. Lianage gets his head down.
A good intent. The running was good and aggressive. And that deflection, Lianage quite rightly not running on it. But, well, this is Lianage looking to go over the top. Now look at how he runs that second run. And then there is that deflection off it.
Dot ball ends the 16th, 113 for 6.
Just that when you feel that they're getting on with it, Srilanka, Lianage early on, they lost a wicket. Lianage continuing, willing to find a partner really. It's the start, 30 off for 2 in the power play. Then 2 wickets in first Shadab's over, further denting their movement towards a bigger score. Let's see what the captain can do. Was into his final over, none for 31.
He likes to use the long handle, Sri Lankan captain Dasun Shanaka. But this pitch is offering a lot to the spinners. He needs to be careful. He has to commit himself fully to the stroke and the mindset.
Just not been able to find that top gear where they could find that acceleration. We spoke about this 164 first inning average in the 9 games that have been played on this ground, but it's just very different today. Wonder how the reply or the chase is going to be, and with the turn and the grip that we've seen, how many would be enough? Again, coming back to that point that this spin has been troubling the Sri Lankan batters in recent times, and clear evidence of that today as well. They lost 4 wickets to spinners.
Surprising, isn't it? There are legends when you talk about playing this spin. Oh, this is nicely struck. It wasn't a quickish delivery from the left armour. Captain had to wait for it and was able to time it so well. And then that placement.
And you know why I say there's been timed so well? Wasim Jr. is quick, but he was struggling to get to it, and it wasn't far away from him. Have a look at that. It was going away from him, but he is rapid. And the ball wins that race, was hit very hard by Shanaka. Yeah, this time following him, watching him trying to make room. Such a great dress rehearsal for that World Cup to come up. Both these sides will be playing all their matches here in Sri Lanka. So Pakistan, of course, will be looking at what combination, what 11 would be good, how many spin options will work for them. And so for Sri Lanka, the same thing. Slight pressure of being at home, and also an advantage of knowing their own backyard.
More headaches for the Pakistani camp, let me tell you that. Especially with the induction of Shadab, who bowled really well during his comeback game tonight. Or should I say this evening. 17 done, 122 for 6.
18 very valuable deliveries. Bigger part of the ground, they can afford to come back for the second on the throw. And the throw is also pretty weak. It's a big boundary there.
Not only Lianage has become a dependable batter, but how about his running? He's rapid. Yeah, the way he has approached this game, it goes to tell you, especially for aspiring batters, T20 cricket is not about hitting 6s and 4s. Yeah, at times they're important, but if you work the ball into the gaps and keep on rotating the scoreboard, you can be bothersome for the opposition. And that's what Lianage has shown time and again.
Yandaresh, nothing the keeper can do about every run counts here. There's been a certain level of struggle for Shanaka to time it, but Lianage has found a way to deal the spinners.
Yeah, his footwork, brilliant. Wasn't afraid to expose the stumps. At times, took few risks, and he was paid. In the air again, but this time around, found the fielder. That's a big wicket for Pakistan.
Yep. For a moment, I thought he'll clear that fielder, Nawaz, at long on, but it just landed right into his lap. Lianage, every time I said that when they're looking to use that long handle, they lose a wicket. And this was perfectly into the hands of that fielder long on. Nawaz didn't have to move much. And out goes wicket number 7 with Janit Lianage, getting valuable 40 to his name. 127 for 7. Yeah, once again, the spinners are ruling the way. 3 for Abrar now, and in comes Dushmanta Shamir. Into the bowlers now, with 127 4-7 on board after being asked to bat first by Pakistan. 2 overs to go after this. Was so important for Sri Lanka, for Lianage to stay, and he's lost his wicket in this manner.
Now, to be able to time the ball pretty well, it's not easy on this surface, especially with the fact Once the ball balls it slower. Another slow delivery. Totally misread by Shamir on that occasion.
Yeah, tossing it, just inviting the newcomer to go after it. Still the last 12 balls which remain after this over will be so important, and Dasun Chanaka will look to face as many as possible. So end of the over now, 18 gone, 1-2-7 for 7. That's the story so far. 18 gone, 127 for 7. Standout would be Lianage, 40 or 31. The rest of them got themselves starts, but they kept losing wickets at regular intervals. Now it's back to the Pacers. Salman Mirza, 1 for 17 in his 3 overs. So we're just doing a bit of a calculation here. We've got 12 balls to go. Maybe they can add 20 odd runs and try to get close to 150. Use the pace to their advantage. There, flash your bat, and you've been finding fielders one after another. This time Fahim Ashraf takes that catch. He will find himself a little unlucky. The ball was wide outside off, but he manages to play it straight to the fielder.
Very well appointed, that fielder, for that kind of a delivery, which started off from way outside the off stump. Asked the batter to reach for it. He wasn't in control, but the fielder was. Captain departs. It's the 8th wicket. His contribution, just 12 from 9 deliveries. This innings in a strife, 127 for 8.
Mahesh Theekshana walks in, 127 for 8. 11 balls to go in the innings. That's a good ball first up. The first one was way outside off, and this time straight into that block hole. Have a look at that wicket again, trying to reach out. Outstretched arms from Dasun Chanaka, and that's why no control. Has played it straight to Fahim Ashraf.
Yeah, and this innings needed the captain to come to the fore, but he faltered. There was a chance with his ability to get close to 150. Could have been a good total on a surface like this, which is offering a lot to the bowlers.
Gone. That's another wicket here. This time is Chamira who goes. Sri Lanka just not finding that accelerator. The foot on the pedal is missing, and they're losing their wickets. 8 down now. 9 down, beg your pardon.
Yeah, with that angle, the option taken by the fast bowler Chamira wasn't the right one. You need a bit of room outside the off stump to be able to hit the ball over extra. He was cramped, no timing, none so ever. That's why he's walking back without contributing. It's 128 for 9.
Last man in. Nuwan Tushara. Still got 9 deliveries in the innings, but it seems like Sri Lanka is looking to be wrapped up before that. This certain level of, if you look at the fall of wickets, there's a pattern to it. And just have a look at that last wicket again. Thought he hit it firmly, and he did actually, but straight to Shadab at cover. You could tell by the reaction how hard it was hit. Yeah, they've been losing wickets in pairs. First 2 wickets, 13 and 15, then 37 and 38, wicket number 3 and 4. 127, 2 wickets fell on the same score, and then 128, of course. So losing the wickets in that fashion, in that manner, in pairs, has probably been one of the reasons also. They've not been able to get like 8 runs and over, 7 runs and over consistently.
Yeah, Sikandar, you're right. On a pitch like this, as a batter, you cannot afford to get too comfortable. You need to stay dialed in, focused. A weak moment can really haunt you, and that's what we have seen in innings. Batters getting starts, not capitalizing. Very good over from the left armer, picked up a couple of wickets in that. It's 128 for 9.
Wicketless, none for 40. Final over. This combination has been good now. Just looking at how you want to look at your 11 in the matches to come, and then so on to the World Cup. What would Salman be thinking? How many spin options should he have in conditions like these? Like we mentioned earlier, Saim has not been given the ball, and back in Pakistan when they were playing the Tri-Nation, he was given most of that bowling, also in the power play. So a different outlook to it. They're appealing for a caught behind, but a very delayed appeal from Wasim Jr. Salman just inquiring from the umpire. I think they've gone upstairs.
I think the umpire is confirming whether the ball has carried to the wicketkeeper or not. That is the query.
Give me the best angle for the catch, please. First, I want to check whether it's touch. Give me the ultra edge, please. Give me the ultra edge there, please. Yes, keep it roll through, please. Yes. Can you freeze it there, please? Can you freeze it there? Yes, there's a clear spike. Clear spike as ball next to the bat. Go for the catch, please. Completion of the catch, please. Yes, keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through until he completed the catch, please. Ball clearly carried to the gloves. I want to see the completion of the catch also, please. Roll it through until he finishes his catch. Yes. I am satisfied. I have a decision to the judge.
Well, he's walking off, and the television umpire has made his decision. It means that Sri Lanka have been wrapped up in 19.2 overs. It was a good catch taken. A faint inside edge was picked up by the bowler. And eventually, Sri Lanka all out for 128 in 19.2 overs, with Mahesh Theekshana being that last dismissal for 1.
Yeah, both the wrist spinners for Pakistan really bowled well.